Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Recap Thursday. Apparently, we are on the ball today.
Yes, we are.
Here is Sanka and Captain Legs bringing you what happened at Sunday Night RPG. This is actually a very important Recap Thursday, considering the fact that Stream died. And we kept going like champs. We took your hopes and dreams of Sunday Night RPG and we carried it along with us because we wanted to know what happened. So if you were there, if you had to dip out early, or if you stayed until the bitter end when our streaming computer died, you have some epic.
We got a little extra for you.
Yeah, there
that
it
can
is.
only be found here
on Recap Thursday.
Pathfinder Recap Thursday.
Okay. So, last time on Pathfinder, we found our Lord Protector candidate face first in a bowl of soup.
A bowl of soup.
A bowl of soup.
He dead.
Yeah,
He's so very dead.
So dead.
So dead.
So dead.
So we detect poison and find that the goblet he was drinking from had been poisoned.
It's what's such a shame. Such a shame.
So we take attendance of the staff. We find there are 5 cooks, a maitre d', which Sanka will call a host because he just hasn't felt like saying maitre d'.
I'm not fancy. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. Could afford this restaurant in fantasy or in real life.
Oh my god. Okay, we have 2 scullery maids also, 2 servers, and a chef. There are also some guards outside.
2.
2 guards.
2 guards.
So we gather everyone in another private dining room, not the one that the Baron's in. Another one.
The second dining room. We were in the first.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Thomas is in the private room with the Baron, trying to resurrect him. And he's having a very difficult time in the sense that he can't do it at all. Which Kira's like triggered because we actually did I bring this up on Sunday?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, anyway.
It like offhand, it was like an
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Kira's dad was assassinated by a poison dagger. Well, by someone wielding a poison dagger. It wasn't just like a dagger that was like, fuck you. It was a half-orc wielding...
Oh, you never know with magic, it's just a flying dagger.
Magic, yeah. So it was a half-orc wielding a poison dagger. He got stabbed, and he died, and his soul could not be retrieved. And so, yeah, Kira's having a tough time taking this in because it's just bringing back all these shitty memories.
All these memories.
So, anyway, so she doesn't detect any magic or poison on any of the staff.
Yep.
Which we found was a plot hole, and you'll find out later.
Well, actually, now if you think about it, she disappeared. She could have like hid it somewhere and then like gotten it from like the drawer where she keeps her shit, and then you know. Yeah. Anyway, so now is the murder mystery time. So it is Grim takes the lead on this one as a head diplomat, and he talks to the host or the maitre d'.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, you did it. Talks to the host and ask about who would bring, if he was actually the person who brought the wine and whatever to the Baron. He says no, that it is actually the 2 servers' job, and basically brings forth the 2 servers for the night, 1 man and 1 woman, who is Tom and Philly, respectfully. So after some questioning with them, Grim finds out that Tom was the one in charge of bringing the wine, whereas Philly was in charge of bringing the soup to the Baron. And upon further questioning, basically, Tom walks Grim through the steps. He went to the wine cellar, picked out the wine. We asked if it was the Baron's regular. They don't know. He wasn't a regular at the restaurant.
But it was his first glass.
Yes, that's very important. It was his very first glass of wine. So he brought the wine to the prep area, and there was a short moment where the wine bottle and glass and everything left his sight when he went back into the kitchen to check on the soup to make sure Philly was bringing it out. Apparently she had already, and he turned back, poured the wine, brought it to the Baron. Bada bing, bada boom. So,
Yep.
then it turns out, I believe you go over to the
prep area. And there is a splash of wine on one of the tables, but it's not poison. So after a little more inspection, Kira comes back and lets Grim know that the wine is not poison, nor was the bottle. So
Right.
the glass.
Yes. So Wes deduces that we should check the actual glass itself, in which brings Grim to question the two scullery maids.
Oh, well, Grim asked where he got the glass from.
Right, which is the prep area.
Yeah, so then we go back to the prep area, check the glasses, and none of the glasses are poisoned.
Yeah, none of the glasses are poisoned. So we do check to see where the dishes actually came from. So Grim talks to the two scullery maids, Ellie and Chandra. Ellie is a Redlander, Chandra is a Mazarod. And it turns out that Chandra is the one who brought the glasses from the washing area into the prep room and put the dishes and the glasses there. Something still doesn't feel right, so Grim kind of takes on a more serious tone, especially with Chandra, and asks her in Mazarod if there is anything that she could possibly tell him that was out of the ordinary that day. Please do, because it's very important that that she remember as best as she can. She does bring up that before that while they were closing the restaurant to the public after the Baron made his reservations for the night, there was one man, an older fellow, in fine clothing, no marks, that was sitting in a private booth in the restaurant, causing, who is it, Philly, one of the servers, some problems, as in being a kind of a handful. Saying that he would leave as soon as he's finished his tea, but he didn't want to be rushed about it.
Yep. So then Kira goes and checks out the booth and doesn't find anything out of the ordinary. So that's kind of interesting. And then meanwhile, Wes goes and introduces himself to the guards that are standing in the alleyway. Sort of casually converses with them, breaks the ice. And ask them if they know of anyone who may have left or any sort of suspicious activity. Sketchy looking people go by, and they said not really, nothing out of the ordinary, and nobody has left since the Baron arrived. Yep. So, I mean, with the exception of the guests that left before
the Baron arrived.
Yeah, exactly. Then, well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the exception of the people that left when they were supposed to,
yeah,
nobody else has.
Yeah. Basically, these were the guards not guarding the front door, kind of his own secret service. Service guards.
So then, meanwhile, Thomas is trying to find any magical residue, and he can't. So he was thinking another possibility is that certain assassins can ensure their victim doesn't return. with poison. So we should probably send for someone who knows a little bit more about it.
Expert.
Yep, an expert. So then Wes sprints to go find Ander to help us cover this up and to investigate it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, basically, the Grim asks. He does two things. He asks Kira to let that she should probably let her brother know, being the captain of the guard, to get some of the guards here and to contact the Baron's family and the house guard to sort this out, just to let them know what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, your head of house is dead. We'll bring you a fruit
exactly
basket
like
later.
that.
And he tells Wes to go see Ander, and get in contact with the spy master, who we had a meeting with not so long ago, to help us out here. Basically, give us one of her agents or herself to shed a little bit more light on this poison situation. Now, this all transpires really quickly. Wes rushes back in quick time and sits on the roof waiting for the help.
The expert.
The expert. Yeah.
And so finally he does. He sees a man in a gas mask and a full suit, which has like vials and all these other things strapped to him.
He's wearing, what was it? It was a wide brim hat, a gas mask, and a trench coat that was far too bulky for its own good.
Yeah. So he walks up and Wes goes to go meet him and he yells through the gas mask, "You must be Wesley Walker!" And
oh come on! You gotta. Yeah.
You must be Wesley Walker! And he yells this into his face, and Wes goes, "Oh my God, this can't be the guy," because he's so loud and indiscreet. And we definitely asked for like complete discretion and didn't. We aren't seeming to get it, but anyway. So Wes goes with it.
Yeah. And he says, "Take me to the body." And Wes, for once in his life, actually asked him to be like super discreet. Oh my God, focus. Is super discreet and saying, please, we need this to be, under wraps, on the down low. And to which he gets the response, "Discretion is my middle name, Wesley Walker."
Oh my God! So anyway, he quickly brings him into the building because he just doesn't want this guy out in public anymore, yelling our names and making a ruckus. So he brings him into the building, shows him to the body,
the dining hall.
Yep, and he flourishes his cape and opens his little kit and very weird and like dexterous. He has a bunch of things that he uses. So he begins his procedure in a very showy way.
Yeah. Surprisingly, though, myself, and Rokor, along with Kira, who are in the dining room adjacent to it, where we have the second dining hall, where we have all the guests, actually don't hear anything.
Yeah,
from
we can't
this
hear
man.
Him yelling. This guy's like just talking up a storm, like being so loud, and he can't hear a thing.
It was described that this gas mask didn't muffle his voice; it amplified it, and it is just the most obnoxious thing. But yeah, surprisingly, we cannot actually hear anything.
Yeah, Wes actually comes in and double checks.
Yeah, he's like, "Did you hear that?" And we're like, "Hear what?" And we're like, "Oh."
Oh, good. And then he goes back. So, so the guy reaches a conclusion. I have reached a conclusion.
It is indeed poison. Poison that killed it. Yes, we understand that. Very expensive. Okay, can TLDR?
Yeah. Only available to the most wealthy of assassins. It's bloodthorn poison. Very, very expensive, as he said like a bajillion times. He has some sources who know wealthy assassins.
He has some contacts that in the people who sell this poison.
Yeah, so it
And
could, like, his contacting them could take a few hours to a few days.
I believe it
Or
was
a day.
if the poison was bought in.
Like, locally?
Yeah, if it was bought here, he would know within 24 hours.
Right.
If it was bought outside, it could take longer because then they would have
Right.
to follow it out. So
Okay, that's true.
yeah, so we were hoping that the assassin just bought it locally, but
He also finds 2 sets of fingerprints, and one is the Baron's. The other one's probably Tom. So that is irrelevant.
But he made a point. He made that a point.
He did, yeah. The house guard finally shows up and takes the body of the Baron
they
away.
take a cart in the back alley and load him up and.
Yep.
And,
the guards still have no idea.
Yeah.
They think everything's fine.
Grim made sure that he wasn't anywhere near them to make any sort of eye contact.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Edmund does arrive with the spy master herself and a few of their agents and the Redland Guard to kind of keep the restaurant on lockdown, not to make a scene or anything. The party hands over the staff to the spy master if she wanted to do any questioning. Grim quickly fills her in on what he asked them and the questions that he asked them and anything that's still missing, things that they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Grim tells the spy master that Vorthen is contacting his contacts about the poison, and that we as a party feel wholly responsible for this, and we wish to for her to use us in any way to help bring the people to justice, sort of thing. Like we're at her full full dispose. Yeah, that's thank you. I like it. Teamwork.
Yeah.
While all this is going on, things are starting to mill about. There's still something that is not sitting right with Grim. And I have now this is the second time. Now going back through this, it's just, what are the chances that I go back? What are the chances that I go into the like there's so many things. Okay, this was our GM did not say anything else, did not do anything. I just felt that there was something still missing. And so I tell Rokor, of all people, I tell Rokor, I'm like, there's something that doesn't sit right with me. I'm going to check the wine cellar. Right? I just find the root of the problem. I still think that there's something there. Rokor, instead of his normal, oh yeah, okay, you do that, I'm just gonna stand here and be a rock, says, I'm coming with you. So they go through past the anti-room, the prep room, past the kitchens, into the wine cellar. They descend down the wine cellar. It's a flight of stairs. It's one room, 3-sided, filled with wine bottles and wine racks. The light is off. So Grim decides to light it. Instead of using magic to light up the room, he lights the lantern, places it on the wall, and looks around, stares. They're basically investigating. They're inspecting the room. Nothing is out of the ordinary at all.
Except, meanwhile,
oh,
Kira,
right. While Kira
looks around, notices that someone is missing. It is one of the scullery maids, Ellie, the Redlander one, not the Maserat one. So as soon as she notices this, the light that Grim lit, sans magic, goes out.
Yep.
And he gets attacked.
I absolutely, I get obliterated. There is somebody appears. Rokor doesn't see it. Before it's too late. A dagger finds its way in Grimm's back, and it is none other but that scullery maid and a bloodthorn poison. I just absolutely like guys, like in gaming terms, it almost one-shot me. Like it was
pretty damn close.
was really close.
Oh.
And I still we roll initiative. Because it was a first round, I did not roll high enough in initiative, and she still goes first, but she doesn't go for me. Instead, she feels that it's, boom, the poison will do its work in one round. It'll be good. She goes after Rokor. He's fine. It clinks off his armor.
Yeah.
Grimm casts Bardic Escape and tries to bring, in panic, tries to bring Rokor with him. Rokor refuses. Just absolutely just says no. Wants to keep her there. Grimm doesn't get very far. He stumbles through the prep room door out into the lobby and managed to croak out wine cellar. And thankfully, Wes is paying attention and dashes down to the wine cellar. Rokor is in combat with her. Wes tries to fire an arrow, which Rokor surprisingly blocks for her. That doesn't stop Wes though, because he's in the zone. Yeah, he's caught a little bit off guard, but he just continues firing because his friend just got shanked.
Yeah.
Wes kills her, to which Rokor grabs her by the throat.
Yeah, like
limp body. Yeah, drags her up the stairs into the lobby.
Drops her in front of Thomas and goes, "Fix this."
Fix this. Which Kira and Thomas were already looking after Grimm because he is at death's door.
So close.
And he cannot do both at the same time. And Rokor forces Thomas to fix her first, in which Grimm Kira and Wes are looking after Grimm. Like thankfully he doesn't die. She revives, only to be promptly punched in the face and knocked out by Rokor, leaving Wes completely befuddled, just so confused. Rokor tries to save her, then lets her die, then asks for her to revive, only to be knocked out again. That's it. Grimm, though, survives. He gets restored. All the con damage that he took, he was worse. He's been closer to death, but that one was actually legitimately scary, because I could have been permanently dead. But yeah, that is where we called it that night.
So I think our stream died at when did it die?
Did it die?
I think it did. No. Like, I mean, on Sunday.
Oh.
Okay. I think we cut off when Vorthen was doing his.
I think Vorthen. Yeah, Vorthen just arrived. Vorthen just arrived, and because we didn't get the assassins.
Assassins,
which was like right there. Yeah. I think that's where it was, and then. So yeah, they missed. Yeah, they missed. Basically, the climax of that session.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They missed the climax of that.
So
That was it. That was it. So next session, we have the assassins to deal with. Getting in the bot, we probably will need to make sure that the other candidates for the Lord Protector running campaign are okay. We still need to meet with the mysterious Mason Makes.
Oh, I totally forgot about it.
How can you forget about it?
I don't know, 'cause it's just so...
all arrows are pointed. There's like I feel like Jeff's like totally not subtle with this, and I don't know if he's just like, yo, this is the bad guy, or he's like, guys, this is the bad guy, and it's actually, and then it's probably gonna be Edmund. That's it.
It's gonna be Edmund.
I'm totally kidding.
Edmund's behind this whole thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's yeah. It's a long running scheme of his from the first arc.
Yeah.
God, that'd be scary.
Oh gosh.
But yeah,
that would crush me, because I've been like pining after Edmund this whole time.
Even now, as his sister.
My guy.
Yeah, like, even as a sister. That's weird. Okay.
No. Okay. So I'm Loravir. Like, me as a person. I'm Loravir, but I'm playing Kira. I'm way more Loravir than I am Kira.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that.
So much.
Oh lordy lord. It's funny though, talking like holistically, because I was giving this thought knowing that it was Recap Thursday today. I would not, like, Grim has been the one to just almost die every session. I don't know why, I don't know how.
Almost did one time.
That's true.
One time.
That one time, right?
Yeah.
But if Grim dies before the end of this, I really want to see how you deal with Rhea, or if you guys are even choose to deal with Rhea. And two, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? If Grim dies, Rue's coming back. And I was like, how do I play Rue? And oh my goodness, it's just it's the most interesting dynamic, and a small part of me, just for like plot thickening, almost wants Grim to die. Like, almost, just because it's so, like, it would be so emotionally charged with Rhea, right? The party.
Oh my god.
And then, not to mention, with Rue coming back, just throw that into a spin, and it would just be the fucking, I don't even know. Just as a storyline wise.
Oh.
Be like, oh hey guys, like I'm back. It's like, oh, like why are you back here? It's like oh, I just feel like, still
like coming back.
Yeah, like it just fucked up the Shogun. Like it just annihilated a lot of whatever. Like there's now democracy in the East, yada yada, fighting clans, whatever. And then it's like, oh, like what's up? You say like, oh, like Grim. Like, we're talking about Grim. Be like, oh, I know that guy. He actually he just totally shit on the traditions and mastered all our like traditional instruments in like one sitting. But he was fantastic. Like, what's up with him? Like, do I get to meet him? And everybody's like, no, you can't. Like,
wow.
Oh, it'd be so good. And then I was thinking, remember when I don't know, like for you guys who have been here for the longest time, Rue, when like first describing our second arc characters, Rue looked like a kid. Mm-hmm. He was we decided like he was 22 or something, but with his kitsune features, he appeared very childlike. He almost he was like he had like a Sasuke personality. He was just very like he was very serious and very angsty and just like deadpan. And I was thinking, because animals mature at a faster rate, he's only gone a couple months. He's going to be like what's his name from Inuyasha, the bad guy from Inuyasha.
Sesshomaru?
Yes. He would turn like that in like in a couple months, and he's
don't
like,
do that to me, man.
"Oh, yeah." I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Yeah." And then people were like, "Holy shit! Like you've only gone." We'd be like, "Hey, like we go through a growth spurt, and then we stay like this for like 100 years, like hundreds of years or whatever." Like, and then they just keep that heart, and I was like, "Yes, he's just, he'd be so good."
Huh.
So I have a contingency plan, just in case Jeff actually just gets super lucky and Grim dies.
Wow.
That is it.
That's preparing for the worst.
Filling you in, because honestly, half of it is not even in my control. Like most of these things, just not even. Especially, and now that I think about it more recently. Last session especially, like all those things lining up without Jeff having to do anything, which I think speaks volumes for us as players. We have improved because we wouldn't probably have interacted and Jeff would have to force that encounter somehow.
Yeah, because like when we first started, he'd be like, "So, what do you
guys want
this?"
to do? Yeah, like
we're like, "Oh yeah, totally."
Right? And it's the whole point, the whole point of the RPG thing, right? And as players, like you're there to interact with the world. Like if your character can be whatever you want it to be, but it's not a good character if your character doesn't want to do anything. Like if it has to be like forced around, like and tugged around to be like, "Hey, there's this something over here or something over there," and you're like, "I guess I'll go over there."
Yeah.
Then it's not a good character. A character should have like goals and dreams and something to work towards.
Yeah, motivation.
And Grimm's just apparently just really curious, and it'll get him killed. Plenty of times, but yeah, that's Recap Thursday. That's it. We've done enough around that. And as per usual, we will have some more announcements after this.
After the break.
So stay tuned. I don't know if my outro is gonna work again.
Good luck.
Nope. Wait. Okay. You can do it. I believe.
I believe.
Nope. Fuck it. It didn't work. Okay?
What did you do?
It didn't work. It's broken. It did.
You broken it.
I broke it, and I feel so bad because I broke it. Oh, whatever. I'll do this ghetto style.
Okay. Ghetto.
Oh my goodness. No, don't do it. I feel like Rambo's just like, "No, Grim." But I feel like Danny would just have a field day if Grim died.
Oh my gosh. He'd freak out. You're like, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I was kidding. I love you.
So bad.